The people that expect every single player to be a robot. Like, if you want, I mean this, if you want a player to be a robot, go be a fan of Paige Beckers. Like, Caitlyn's not a robot by any means. So if you guys haven't seen this clip right here, so what happens in this clip is Caitlyn, up to this point, has 25 points. We can be honest, Caitlyn has 25 points up to this point in the game. Natasha Howard, up to this point in the game, has 0 points. So
rival fans are officially losing their minds. Why? Because Caitlin Clark just dared to be incredible, the audacity. She's not just breaking ankles, she's breaking egos, fan bases. And probably a few remotes now the haters are banding together, like at a Marvel villain reunion, all because she won't stop cooking is a jealousy, fear, pure delusion buckle up. Because we're diving into a hilarious meltdown of fans who just can't handle Caitlyn being Caitlyn.
So instead of for all these ladies talking about, man, Caitlin Clark this and Caitlin Clark that, it's hurting the game, and then it's this, that, and the third, go focus on your craft and get better. I'm telling you right now, because if it does, then y'all look like a cohesive unit, and the WNBA will look watch.
And now we are to the point. I think we're past the point, and everybody is letting it be known, especially if you are of color. You cannot be a Caitlin Clark fan at this point as a black person. This is what is being said to us. How you can't root for Caitlin Clark? I'm not making it up. There's people who are just blatantly telling us we can't enjoy a white basketball player.
The WNBA was supposed to be chill this season. You know, the usual programming, gritty games, a few scuffles, and players making highlight reels that get politely ignored by mainstream media. Then Caitlin Clark showed up like a human wrecking ball with a jump shot. And now rival fans are short-circuiting like they just found out their favorite player doesn't even lead their team in scoring any more tragic.
You got to put it in perspective. Right. These girls have been grinding to grow the game of basketball in the WNBA. They've been grinding to grow the sport to the world, the viewerships. They've been grinding for all of this. And then you have this girl that comes along from college and is an instant change. She's handed pretty much being the face of the league. There's going to be girls that are offended by that. And there's going to be girls that think she's got to earn it and she doesn't deserve this early. She's handled it great. I think she's performed last year. She's performing again this year. I think she's the rightful face of the.
It started with a whisper she's good, but fast forward a few games later, and now it's full-blown DEFCON 1 in a rival fan. Bases were talking tantrums, conspiracy theories, and emotional support group threads on Reddit. The new narrative Caitlin Clark is too good yet. That's the crime being better than advertised or forming like she's allergic to mediocrity. Imagine being so talented that people start accusing you of ruining the vibes of the league.
So, Angel Reese fans are also trying to do a little but whataboutisms when it comes to one Caitlin Clark being at the Kansas City Chiefs game. Now, keep it in mind, you know what you've seen out of Caitlin Clark this offseason? You've seen, you've seen Athlete of the Year. You've seen her in the gym. Indiana Fever videos have come out, right, of her training in the gym. Seriously, I mean, there's one out here that's literally like 13 minutes long. Right here, you see that? That's 13 minutes.
And let's not pretend this outrage is subtle 1-minute rival fans. We're flexing like their teams are going to humble her. In 3 dribbles, the next minute Caitlin's lighting them up in the parking lot. And suddenly we're hearing phrases like overhyped, and she's not that special, right? Because nothing says not special like leading your team in almost every statistical category while dragging them through games they have no business winning.
The delusional fan base that follows her disrespected the WNBA players by saying she's going to go in that league and tear it apart. These people are so disrespectful and so unknowledgeable and so stupid. And Diana said it best. This kid's in for a rude awakening. This kid's on the wrong team. She's got the wrong skill set to handle the physicality of that league. This rookie class isn't even one of the best rookie classes in the last 10 years. She's just not built for the physicality of this league. Yeah. And she's not quick enough to get away from the physicality.
Here's the problem. They thought she was just a college phenom, a flash in the pan. Maybe she'd throw up a few logo threes, miss half of them, and settle into a quiet rookie slump like everyone else. Instead, she's casually cooking defenders who've been in the league longer than TikTok's been around. She's racking up assists like Oprah gives out cars to get a dime. And you get a dime, and rival fans are just out here trying to pretend they didn't just watch their favorite team get torched by a rookie who doesn't even flinch under pressure. It's getting so bad that the excuses are evolving in real time. First, it was she hasn't played real defense yet. Okay, then it was wait till she plays a real team. Followed by she only scores because of screenplays, and now the Hail Mary, she's ruining the league's balance. Oh, sure, the league was just perfectly balanced before she arrived, like some WNBA version of Thanos, was keeping parity in check, and now she's breaking the multiverse with no look. Pass, and let's not forget the sudden rise in experts who magically appeared the second Caitlin Clark hit, a game winner these folks couldn't name 3 teams last year, but now they got spreadsheet stats and unsolicited think pieces about why she's bad for the league. Spoiler alert, she's not bad for the league. She's a league right now. She's driving viewership, selling out arenas, and forcing the WNBA app to stop buffering like it's 2003.
This girl, the Golden Goose, comes along and she wreaks havoc. She's the rookie of the year. She's 4th in the league in MVP voting. 4th in the league, her rookie year. Outstanding. She's like Steph Curry. She can pull up from anywhere. You understand? She has that kind of capability. Didn't win a national championship. Lost to LSU one year. We lost to South Carolina another year. But she's outstanding and clearly worthy of being the number 1 overall pick. And what I was saying to everybody is ride the wave. Rising tide lifts all boats. She's not a scrub. She's not only can play, she's a star caliber player who draws this attention.
The best part, she's doing all this while still being the most foul player on the court. Every game, she ends up with more bruises and points. And that's saying something, but somehow that doesn't earn her any respect. Nope, rival fans are too busy analyzing her facial expressions like it's a criminal trial. Did you see her face after that layup? So arrogant. I'm sorry, was she supposed to apologize for finishing through 3 defenders like it was? Light cardio. Meanwhile, other rookies can airball a free throw and get celebrated for their potential. But Caitlin drops 30, and it's suddenly a national emergency. She's not humble enough. Translation. She's confident, skilled, and not here to shrink herself for your comfort. News flash: confidence isn't arrogance. Just because she's not on your team, and being good at your job shouldn't be grounds for public trial and emotional damage among rival fans. What makes this whole meltdown even better is how rival fans are trying to downplay every single achievement. Broke the rookie assist record. It doesn't count. Her team runs everything through her leads and minutes played. Well, that just means she doesn't get benched enough.
The delusional fan base that follows her disrespected the WNBA players by saying she's going to go in that league and tear it apart. These people are so disrespectful and so unknowledgeable and so stupid. And Diana said it best. This kid's in for a rude awakening. This kid's on the wrong team. She's got the wrong skill set to handle the physicality of that league. This rookie class isn't even one of the best rookie classes in the last 10 years. She's just not built for the physicality of this league. Yeah, and she's not quick enough to get away from the physicality.
I mean, Caitlin could cure male pattern baldness, and these people would still find a way to complain. Yeah, but did she do it while playing defense? The reality is simple. Caitlin Clark makes rival fan bases uncomfortable, not because she's cocky, not because she's flashy, but because she's shattering every expectation they had built around her failure. They needed her to struggle. They needed her to miss, because if she succeeded, it meant admitting that she's the real deal and that their own players are suddenly being eclipsed by a rookie with laser focus and an MVP caliber bag of tricks. And let's talk about the broadcasters and pundits too. Some are clearly battling an internal crisis. Every time she plays, well, you can feel the conflict in their voices, like they want to praise her, but they also don't want to upset the Twitter mobs who think giving her flowers is some sort of betrayal. So they settle for weirdly neutral commentary like, she's playing decent tonight. Decent, she just hit a triple-double and made your graphics guy work overtime, but okay, sure, decent. The irony is that Caitlin doesn't even seem fazed while rival fans are melting into puddles of jealousy. She's calmly dissecting defenses like a surgeon with a grudge.
I'm not in the WNBA, right? But I do know girls and I do know basketball. So I have some opinions on why I think Caitlin Clark might be getting so much hate in the WNBA from WNBA players. And it's because of something I noticed that she does since like NCAA when she was playing for college. she complains a lot to the refs. She plays with the refs. She talks to them. She looks at them. She complains to them. She whines to them all the time, like for any game and every game. And for me as a basketball player, like, just play. Like, yeah, I get you might be feeling like you're targeted or whatever, but like, bro, just play. Like, stop looking for help. Because no one's going to respect that. Whether you deserve it or not, no one's going to respect you looking for help.
Her IQ is off the charts. Her footwork is cleaner than your favorite player's highlight reel. And her vision, she's out here seeing passes that haven't even happened, yet she's playing 4D chess, while the haters are still trying to figure out how to open the board. And oh boy, let's not forget the social media meltdowns. Every time she performs, rival fans sprint to their phones like at a fire drill mid, overrated, not even top 5, the desperation. Is palpable one more good game, and someone's going to launch a change. Or petition demanding she be traded to a team they don't have to face. Then there's the wildest complaint of all, that she's getting too much media attention. What like it's her fault people actually want to watch her play Sorry Your Favorite Team hasn't been this watchable since flip phones were cool, but that's not her problem. She didn't force ESPN to broadcast her games. She just made it impossible not to. Caitlin Clark is doing exactly what the WNBA needs, pulling in viewers, sparking rivalries, and making the league genuinely entertaining to watch, and rival fans can't handle it. They were comfortable when the hierarchy was set, when the name stayed the same, and the spotlight didn't shift. Now there's a new sheriff in town, and she brought a flamethrower instead of badge. So what do? They nitpick, they complain, they cling to their narratives like life vests on the Titanic, all because she walked into the league with confidence, precision, and the ability to turn haters into content. Caitlin Clark didn't just enter the league. She flipped it upside down and turned rival fans into walking memes. And the funniest part, she's only just getting started.
There's only women that get this. I'm tired of it. Like, here's my thing, you guys. What else? Who are these girls? Who are these girls that are hating on Caitlin Clark? Are you just combing through Twitter? What else are these women supposed to do? Fawn over her? Fangirl over her? Bend the fucking knee? Kiss the ring? Like, what do you want from them? We cannot, every time the girl plays a game, she got 40 games, guys. She got 35 more games. We are not every single game gonna revisit and retread this same tired ass rhetoric that all these girls are hating on her, and they need to be thankful. They have been. Sure. They've said it. Time and time and time again. You want the girl every single time she walks out onto the court? What are we supposed to do? You want them all to give Caitlin their firstborn? Like, what are you looking for? It is embarrassing, because if this was the men and you just watched a bunch of other dudes fawn over someone all the time, you'd call them weak.
By the end of the season, she won't just be a rookie phenom. She'll be the measuring stick, the blueprint, the reason rival fans keep refreshing box scores with one eye closed, because deep down they know the truth. No matter how many hot takes they post, no matter how many insults they hurl, they're all watching. They can't look away. Caitlin Clark is simply too good, and it's driving them absolutely deliciously mad. And just when rival fans thought they couldn't take any more humiliation, Caitlin Clark went ahead and started laughing with Breanna Stewart mid-aim while cooking everyone on the court like it was Sunday brunch. Not only was she dropping threes, she was celebrating them before they even hit the net. Arms raised, grin locked, and opposing defenders still turn around just in time to watch another shot rip through the mesh like it owed her money, confidence, numbers, spiritual domination. This wasn't basketball. This was a public art installation titled How to Obliterate Your Critics Without saying a word. You'd think maybe rival fans would watch this and tip their hat, accept it like grown-ups. But no, instead they rewired the entire narrative in real time. Now she's showboating, because heaven forbid someone actually enjoys being good at their job.
The one and only Caitlin Clark proved why she's one of the most dominant players in the WNBA right now. Clark, who was returning from injury, scored an impressive 32 points in her return. In the first quarter, Clark had a 38-second sequence of perfection. 3 3-pointers. Clark had the capacity crowd rocking. And just in the first half alone, Clark scored 25 points. What a time to be watching the WNBA.
Meanwhile, their favorite players are pulling out TikTok dances after hitting a free throw in a 12-point loss. Breanna Stewart, a literal icon of the sport, is out there chopping it up with Caitlin like they're besties. An AOE reunion. And why wouldn't she recognize as real? But rival fans saw that and immediately panicked. The gears in their heads started spinning like a broken washing machine. If Stewart's smiling with Caitlin, that must mean Caitlin's been accepted. That must mean that she doesn't. belong here narrative just crumbled like a dollar store folding chair under pressure. And honestly, it's not even about just scoring anymore. It's how she's doing it. Caitlin's dropping these shots like she's got cheat codes, and she's pulling up from distances that should require a visa and a GPS. She's out here playing every game like it's a personal mixtape audition. And guess what always makes the cut? She's not just confident, she's clairvoyant how do. You start jogging back on defense before the ball has even landed, because you know it's going. That's not cocky, that's Claire Caitlin at this point. She could throw the ball behind her head while blindfolded, and you'd still see her walking away mid-shot with a smirk, leaving rival fans clutching their pearls and whispering about sportsmanship.
Do you feel like the other players are jealous of Caitlin Clark?
I feel like she getting treated the way Ricky is supposed to get treated. She getting knocked down. She getting pushed. Hey, man, look, women don't play. And those women in that league, just because she coming in, just because you might be the so-called tide that's raising the ships, you got to prove it out here on this court.
And so, I think she know that.
Yeah, and because I mean, I don't follow a lot of her quotes or things that she may say after a game, but she has to know that that's what she gonna get. Like when she came into college, I'm sure nothing was just given to her in college. Nah. She had to prove it with those teammates.